Gudawash Tagwireyi obviously should be looked at, especially those who are concerned with the political developments currently unfolding in Zimbabwe. Who is Gudawash Tagwireyi? Gudawash Tagwireyi, in simple terms, is a business person who has been actually aided with tenders by Emmerson Mnangagwa. He has been a loyal person to Emmerson Mnangagwa. He runs a fleet of companies such as Sakunda, and these companies are aided and protected by the government of Emmerson Mnangagwa, and most probably Mnangagwa has shares in these companies. Now it's quite clear Gudawash Tagwireyi today will attend the ZANU PF Central Committee meeting as a member, as part of the Central Committee leadership. So it is no longer recommended now. The Politburo approved that, and I saw a lot of ZANU PF not only social media trolls and also parallel structures which are supporting Emmerson Mnangagwa have begun congratulating Gudawash Tagwireyi. And this man is coming, by the way, to compete against as a contestant of retired General Chiwenga. Should the West be the West within especially the Mnangagwa faction. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, that is the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that you don't miss exciting news. Don't forget to press that subscribe button because you will look for it and not see it. It's a competitive world, a competitive environment. So now there is Gudawash Tagwireyi. This channel, we don't speak lies. When we make projections, we tell you we are making projections. And the projections can go either way. I'm not a prophet. It will be based on the facts available on my table. So we are not sensationalist here. We speak the truth as it is, and we are not aligned with anyone. So you may like us, but I'm not aligned with anyone. There is no one who is actually sponsoring me except the members of this channel. Yeah, those ones I listen to and I value so much. But also, they cannot control my perception. They can only support this channel. So, there is this man who has come to the fore now. Follow this, and you know, these predictions have been made, and the people would be thinking, you know, these guys are creating. So, we are not creating stories. Now, Gudawash Tagwireyi, yesterday, the Politburo has actually placed him in the Central Committee. Today, there is a Central Committee meeting. Remember, the Central Committee is one of the supreme decision-making bodies of ZANU PF. If someone is there, that person is heading to the Politburo, definitely, and who makes someone to be part of the Politburo. It is none other than Emmerson Mnangagwa. But Gudawash Tagwireyi has to be seen at least rising. You remember he joined ZANU PF, for weeks. I think it's just a month or so. He was given platforms to address, but we saw him being flanked by provincial structures of ZANU PF. Every province where he is going, the chairperson of that province, as well as parallel structures that are supporting Emmerson Mnangagwa, will make it a point that they attend these business functions of Gudawash Tagwireyi. But in those business inspiration functions, he was speaking about the politics. He was speaking about what he has been doing, trying, and if you look at what he was doing, he was contesting the narrative of Blessed Geza that has been put on the public domain by Blessed Keza that Gudawash Tagwireyi is a Chikananga, that Gudawash Tagwireyi, the businesses that he is running, he is actually running them because of corruption, and he is working with Emmerson Mnangagwa. They are defrauding the state, inflating those tenders that they receive, and in turn monies are shared with obviously the chefs, and one of the senior chefs being Emmerson Mnangagwa. So he was contesting that narrative. Now he has been co-opted to the Politburo. Don't ever think to the not Politburo but Central Committee, don't ever think he's ending there. Now he would be brought very soon. He would be brought to the Central Committee. And the where he is going, Emmerson Mnangagwa is preparing for the West. He knows that at the moment he cannot actually be seen to be continuing as a president, because retired General Chiwenga wants to take over from him. That is why also at the Politburo meeting yesterday, what was being discussed and cemented by that ZANU PF Politburo, it was the issue of restructuring ZANU PF. Restructuring ZANU PF, firing some of the members, especially within the DCCs, because the DCCs of ZANU PF, if the conference of ZANU PF was an effective body of ZANU PF that determines the succession, then the DCCs have the power. I'm putting it very, very careful. If DCCs have the power to elect the president. So Mnangagwa is pinning his hope, just like Robert Gabriel Mugabe, that they will push. You will tell Chiwenga that, okay, you want to be the president, but the party also has recommended individuals such as Gudawash Tagwireyi. More factions may be created. We are seeing these days individuals like Chris Mutswangwa all of a sudden opposing Gudawash Tagwireyi, which is very, very suspicious. He can be opposing Gudawash Tagwireyi as a dramatic political arrangement that has been concocted from the bedroom of Emmerson Mnangagwa to create an impression that the presidency in ZANU PF is contested. But Mnangagwa would know who exactly is the preferred candidate, and those ones who are pretending during the last minute, they may actually drop their positions and support the preferred candidate. But here now is the equation. Does a conference of ZANU PF determine who becomes the leader of ZANU PF? The answer is historically no. It has never actually determined a succession of ZANU PF. It has never been a mechanism that is used to actually, within the power struggles of ZANU PF. Even if ZANU, from the onset, even when ZANU PF was not in power, how Ndabaningi Sitole, how Robert Gabriel Mugabe became a leader of ZANU PF, it was the military of ZANU PF that always intervened. So a military personnel, especially the senior military personnel within the military, is actually a key figure in terms of determining who becomes the president. Now, according to Gudawash's narrow school of thought, I will call it narrow school of thought, maybe he may be successful, but I don't foresee him being successful. He says money is power. If money was power, Robert Gabriel Mugabe would have actually put his preferred successor to be the president of Zimbabwe. But when it comes to Zimbabwe, military is the power, not money. military is the power, especially people who are commanding the military. These are the people who are most talk of deep state in Zimbabwe. You are talking of military personnel as well as also the war veterans. Why war veterans? War veterans, remember, after you resign from the military, you automatically become a war veteran in the system of Zimbabwe. There are war veterans who never fought a war, but because they were soldiers, automatically when you rise the ranks, you are brigadier and what. As soon as you move out of the military, you join this group of people called the war veterans. That is why when you look at the war veterans, these are the most privileged people according to the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Do you know that in each and every development, they have got a quota of benefits? But obviously, politicians have not been able to implement that particular quota. Even when it comes to distribution of land, it is known a certain percentage of land without even discussing it should go to war veterans. That is how powerful these two institutions are. At the moment, war veterans are against Mnangagwa. War veterans are against Gudawash Tagwireyi. You have heard Blessed Geza, by the way, speaks on behalf of both the military as well as the war veterans. I know you may not believe me, but time will actually clear these issues. You will believe me as time goes on. You know, one thing about politics, politics is not for everybody. That's why I'm laughing. Sometimes you may say something today and people insult you and so forth, but after some time, when they realize, no, but that guy said it, then it will be too late. They would have insulted you already. So at the moment, the question was who will emerge between Chiwenga and Gudawash Tagwireyi. I still maintain Chiwenga will have the last laugh, because you heard Blessed Geza, they recognize Chiwenga as senior military personnel. So, as a senior military personnel, don't worry that he is now called retired. And I quote the statement of Chiwenga. He said, "We will not let the country crumble. We will not let the country collapse. We will rescue it." And look, I was looking at his face when he was actually conveying that message. It was full of anger, it was full of determination, it was sort of what I can call a dictate. You cannot oppose that. So that statement, and that man does not speak a lot. In politics, if you want to be successful, don't speak too much. The Mnangagwa faction is making a lot of noise. Today they are busy celebrating Gudawash Tagwireyi. They are making a lot of loud sounding nothing noise. That is why they are always hitting the wall. They have been hitting the wall, by the way. And I can attest to you. Remember, there were many, at one point Mnangagwa wanted to use conference. They were busy. I mean, watching them going to conference, you were thinking after that conference, Mnangagwa faction was going to emerge victoriously. All of us, we were thinking that, we were analyzing closely, analyzing that. And guess what? Towards the last day, cold water was poured into the Mnangagwa faction. They also reorganized themselves. Now we saw Sengezo Chabangu going to the precap farm. All of us were thinking, these guys are winning. Blessed Geza emerged, poured cold water on the Sengezo Chabangu plot and the parliament plot. And guess what? Mnangagwa faction also went back. Now they are busy with Gudawash Tagwireyi. watch this space. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Yeah, you can send us money for the work we are doing so that we improve our quality and our service. Let me and thank you for your amazing support. You guys